All you really need to know is that if I take this job, whoever's giving you problems won't be a problem anymore.
Well, slap my ass and call me Stacy. Looks like we have another sniper entering the rogues here. I think this is awesome. I think we can all agree that a new sniper is much needed for the game, especially for them to just come out fucking with 1 day's notice and say, oh, by the way, it's a sniper to counter Phantom. You know, I think, and with ranked coming out today as well, what a crazy day for Rogue. I'm actually going to try and do 2 videos today. Fucking last 5 days, I've been all over the place doing shit. I'm finally home now, just in time for ranked. I've been working on videos all last night. Well, this is being recorded on Tuesday night, so I got the election on my other TV here. I live in LA, so this place is probably going to erupt soon. But anyway, so today a new rogue is coming out. His name is Fixer. He's a sniper, just based on that little clip I showed in the beginning. Pretty damn obvious. You don't have to be fucking Inspector Gadget to figure out that that is in fact a sniper. So we do have a sniper entering the game here today. And I really think that's going to mix up the metas, especially before we had one sniper, fucking bunch of DMRs. Now we have an entire new sniper who could counter, maybe he can counter Phantom, maybe he can counter Trench, Dahlia, these rogues who have these OP DMRs, they might just be able to peek now and just get their entire fucking head ripped off. So I'm excited to see, what that's like today. On top of that, we got a whole list of nerfs and buffs and shit like that to go over. So here we go. Let's start this out. And I know you guys like that 1v4 ace real quick. Just something for the tube, you feel me? And something to note, actually, before I get into the rogues and the gun changes, we're making a change on Canals. So right up here, they're adding a window right to my right. So right before you get in there, right on the right side, they're going to be adding a window. So I know people usually just camp on that fucking side, on that ledge there, especially during strikeout and shit. But now there's going to be a window right behind them where they'll just get lasered. It's going to change the map entirely. They're also making a change on High Castle over on one of the sites. Nothing crazy, actually. It's not as big as this one. But right where I'm at right here, to my left right there, they're adding a window. And as I mentioned earlier, ranked is being released today. That's 100% confirmed. I know they said it's going to be a few hours after the servers come back up. So the servers, I think, go down at like 6:30 a.m. So on Eastern time, I would say by like 12 o'clock Eastern, so around lunchtime. That's when ranked will be live. That's when you'll be able to start queuing up. Maybe a little later. What the hell do I know? But that's exciting, man. There's gonna finally be ranked. You have to be level 30 to play. You can queue in all party sizes. So it's gonna be a fucking bloodbath, and I look forward to running into some of you guys out on the battlefields. And don't get discouraged if you're playing solo or games just aren't going your way. Best advice I could give you is use your mic when you're playing with randoms, especially in ranked. Be positive, and then everyone you play with that's good, whether it's in pubs or a ranked game, make sure you add them. That's something that you want to have. You want to have friends on your friends list who are good at the game. It's going to make your experience much more enjoyable. So any good players, please do add them. It'll help you out. But at last, let's get into the nerfs and buffs, and I'm going to put it in the description like the fucking good person I am, like just make your guys' life so much easier. And in return, if you could just like the video, maybe hit subscribe, maybe throw that bell on if you're feeling real weird today, I would really appreciate that. Those early comments, some early likes are what gets my videos recommended, and that shit gets me moist down beneath. So much love, guys, if you could. Anyway, let's hop into it. So first thing we're discussing, let's talk about the guns that are getting buffed. So the Mamba is getting a buff, as well as the Spitfire is getting a buff. So the Mamba is getting a buff to the range as well as the recoil. So that's the gun that Saint uses. It's that burst gun. I think that's going to be interesting. It'll maybe make Saint players think of which gun to use more, because that burst gun, I've seen crackheads use that weapon, and if you're accurate, that thing melts. So now that it's getting reduced recoil and further range, that could be deadly. The Spitfire, the pistol that Ronin and Lancer use, I've dropped 40 kills with that thing. It's actually getting buffed, so the range as well as the bloom, it'll be easier to handle. And I'm interested to see. That's going to be exciting, especially round 1 on demo. Pistol round's going to be OP. What guns are? Oh, also Nightshade Vise gun is getting big time buff, so body damage as well as bloom. So Vi's, Vi's going to be much more viable, especially now that her gun can compete with close range, unlike, before. So look out for that. The last gun that's going to be receiving a buff is the KA-30, so that's the AK that Ronin and Dima uses, which is a little surprising to me, but I get it. So they're reducing the reticle bloom, and then the gun that's getting nerfed the worst is the MXR, which is Dahlia and Trench's DMR. It's they're messing with the fall-off damage, the hipfire, the range, and it's the best DMR, and it's used by the two best rogues, arguably. So that's fair by me. But that's all for me, boys and girls. Have a good day. Peace out.
Half their stories they be made up.